So, Yoshi was originally intended to be a variant of the Koopa enemy that would be on Mario's side. The saddle on his back was originally going to be his shell. What I hate about this block snake is that it's way too small. So, like, you have a split second to react when it suddenly decides to go down when in front of you. And if you don't react in time, then you'll just walk off it to your death. The thing that I found difficult— I hate how the fireballs can actually clip through the bridge like that. And there are other times where they can get trapped between the ceiling and the block snake, and either way they're just impossible to avoid. If they're trapped between the ceiling and the block snake, they'll just hit the ceiling and bounce off it. And you can just barely dodge that falling spike. But I do love that the ones that, like, I do love that they shake before they're about to fall, and they look different from the spikes that will never fall. That's good design. And, like, you can actually spin jump perfectly fine on all of the flames, even the ones from the Mario 3 Bowser statues. It's good to keep it consistent, so it makes things easier. You're barely able to spin jump off the flames in the previous fortress, though. Like you can spin jump off them one after the other to get to those 10 extra lives, but it's so hard that it's not even worth it. This is just a repeat of the Morton fight. They were really lazy with the boss fights in this game. The Resoners are all the same boss fight over and over again. Though I like when they have the same boss over and over again, like in Sonic Colors, because it means it's not really a... It means that if you're playing the game for the first time, it's not nearly as intimidating, because if you know how to beat one fight, you know how to beat a lot of the other fights. So, did they make a different version of this scene depending on which power-up you had? They had to have. Like a slightly different version depending on which power-up you have, because you're not going to look the same as another Mario. I know that you can have a secret exit in this level that you shouldn't be allowed to have by using a glitch, because you can get the orb in your item slot, and after you go through it, you won't be able to progress with the game, because you won't be able to get to the ghost house. And I know that you can get... Well, I know that you can kill yourself in 2 different ways in the top secret area with stuff from your item slot. Oh, here I'm showing off that you can't push stuff no matter how much you walk against them, which isn't the case in Sonic. Like, Sonic is realistic in 2 ways in the classic games. It's got momentum based on like how long you're holding forwards without a run button, and it has Sonic pushing on objects. And it's also realistic because Sonic has idle animations, while Mario doesn't have idle animations at all. You could be standing there doing nothing the whole time, just fine, and you won't do anything. Of course, if you jump on the big guys, then they'll become little guys, so they take 2 hits to kill. I hate the secret area. It's just totally... There's nothing to do there but collect coins and hope that you don't fall into the sea where those giant fish are. And it's difficult to get to the right side because the dolphins are going left. And that pipe is going down, but for some reason, when you go underground, you aren't actually going underground because it's not a roof, it's the sky. It's the sky, even though the pipe entering the secret area is going down. So obviously, it's more like the pipe is a portal to a completely different pipe that's not going underground. But yeah, I think these moving floors are pretty intimidating. Of course, you can harmlessly spin jump off of these, what looks like ghost baby Yoshis. That's pretty dark. So if you know that, then you'll be fine. He flies so close to the floor that it's actually pretty intimidating because it's pretty easy to accidentally take the fire bait we don't want to. Like, he's not even trying to have proper bait. You're not gonna want to touch that fire. I love that it's blue, though. In the Japanese version, the Forest of Illusion's name translates to Lost Woods from Zelda. You can actually fly up there and not have to use the block ghost at all. But it's hard because of the obnoxious, boo snake. I really hate that thing. Like, it's got such a huge hitbox. In the second castle, or fifth one, wait for the Koopaling to run up the walls and jump on his head as he starts climbing them. If you continue to bounce on his head until he reaches the ceiling, you'll start bouncing upside down onto them. But yeah, you just get them in the right position and then you jump on them and you can get up here. I know you would have to have momentum to jump all the way up there high enough. So, that exit sign over the exit to the ghost house, does that say exit in Japanese too? Like, or does it say Japanese letters? Because with Japanese games, like platformers, they tend to keep the interface text English. But yeah, this sign does an absolutely horrendous job of explaining what exactly the level is all about. It mentions something about your coins and the amount of time on the time limit meaning something, but it doesn't tell you exactly what to do to get the secret exit. Basically, what you're supposed to do is the Speedrunners exit is the secret exit. So, once you know that you have to complete the level as fast as possible to get to the key, then you'll be fine. Keep facing left after you land on the right-facing hills. It's very easy to slide to your death here. I don't care about collecting as many coins as I can, and hitting every block I can, and killing every enemy I can in a Mario game. I usually just try to progress and beat the level quickly. So the only reason you would ever be taking your time is because this level confuses you with its gimmick. So you take a larger amount of time, and so you get the normal exit. You'd want to get the normal exit anyways to 100% complete it. And for an LP, I obviously want to show off as much of the level as possible. So I'm trying in confusion to get the different areas. But, like, it doesn't make it clear what you're supposed to do at all. There's numerous changes to the international versions of this game to make things even easier. Something I'll always remember in the GBA version. Well, this is unrelated, but I'll always remember that outside of the Fortress Resner doors, and outside of the Koopaling boss doors, there's always a cape block. Like, I always notice that's not there. But anyways, there's a bunch of changes to the international versions to make the game easier, like the larger amount of signs pointing out the secret exit in Chocolate Island 3 as opposed to one sign. And of course you can't eat dolphins with Yoshi. Speaking of Yoshi, go to Yoshi's house and keep pressing the L and R buttons. Sometimes the birds and berries pause and the smoke from the fireplace skips or even glitches out. You can also make a glitchy key. In Star World 4's secret exit, make Yoshi keep the key and fly with the cape to hit all the green blocks at the left. If you drop the key, it becomes an item that changes to a yellow Koopa without a shell and an upside down Cheep Cheep. In the GBA version, the glitch key looks like Mario's face. But yeah, like, the baseball sprites are really fragile. You can destroy them with the cape if you want. Like, these enemies, if you get between them, they're pretty easy to get hit by. So it's a good thing you can kill them with the blue blocks. I failed to show off the double tongue glitch there. If you do it at exactly the right time, then it'll look pretty silly. You're not supposed to be able to kill the big steelies, but you can, and they have glitchy death animations. You can kill them by doing a nosedive with your cape. Its death sprite looks like Peach's head colored red. You can actually grab that spring without falling to lava, but you have to be really precise. A defeated Blarg from the lava looks like part of a Charging Chuck. And you can actually eat the footballs with Yoshi. Like, those enemies are pretty obnoxious, like, if you don't have a cape. Especially since, like, the one that's sitting right in front of the green pipe, like, it's pretty big and hard to get past. It's annoying that they don't die in one hit. But I felt cheated by that secret area. It just robbed me of my Yoshi. I think it was because that Hammer Bros thing came out of complete nowhere. The thing about the camera control that sucks in this game is that the minute that you go to the left after pressing R, you actually undo the scrolling of the camera to the right completely. And that can actually disorient you. You have to hold down R. You can't just press it. That's pretty confusing. And like, you can't keep on holding down the slide and just never let it go in that previous area, because like sometimes like it'll lead you straight to the crows and you'll get hurt. I don't know why Yoshi can walk on those perfectly fine, on those crows, but somehow he can. I like the gimmick where the yellow floors will sink into the lava. Like, it's pretty tense. Like, it's actually exciting in a Mario game. But I never really liked, like, the dark black background for the caves. Like, that doesn't tell me it's a cave wall. It tells me that it's just a black background. It's not like the lighting is darker. That's not what's going on. But yeah, one of the changes to make the international version easier is that the timer in Lemmy's Castle was increased to 400 seconds from 300. Which one was that? What was it, the Bridge World one? Why would they do that? Well, anyways, I know that in the GBA version of the game, when you get hit as Cape Mario or Flower Mario, you do not go back to Small Mario, which is good. It's weird to me that's always been weird to me, because in the GBA Mario games, which are most of the 2D Mario games I played, then you don't go all the way back to Small Mario just because you got hit just because you got hit when you're Cape or Flower Mario, which is better than Big Mario. So you would think that they would give you extra hit points than the mushroom. I kind of felt bad about cheating that level with the Blue Yoshi, but they didn't want you to fly with Yoshi, then they wouldn't have allowed you to do it. But like, that is a fun level to platform it. Like, especially if you know that you can harmlessly spin jump off of those black fuzzy fuzzies. I think they're actually called fuzzies. So you can just spin jump off them and you're fine. And now for a glitch that even I can show off without being an expert at showing off glitches. I think I have wondered as a kid what would happen if you did this, and actually there's a pretty interesting result. Fortunately, this isn't permanent because it doesn't look very good at all. You would think that making a screen transition to the forest would undo it, but instead, only this undoes it.